Welcome into Game Night. I am Derek Forrest. Joining me on the show tonight is Tiger Munn and Alex Flum, who is back from Philadelphia in the All-Star game. How was it out there?
Like I said, and we'll talk about this more in the show here, I had the time of my life. You told me before I went, you never know who you're going to see. And I could not turn my head without seeing another celebrity or cool person. Yesterday, I was driving back late at night, and I forgot that I had met Jennifer Hudson and had a whole conversation with her. That's how much happened throughout the rest of the day. So just incredible.
Yeah, super fun, super fun. Yeah. Tiger, you were relaxing.
Oh, I was wondering we were gonna get to this.
You were relaxing for a couple of days. How was it?
Yeah, it was great. I was in Cabo. First time I was actually in overseas.
First time.
Yeah, first time. I got a little bit of a culture shock when I bought something and I was like, $500. No, that's pesos.
First time out of the country.
Yeah, literally first
time. Because Cabo's in Mexico.
Yeah, first time.
Technically, it wasn't really overseas.
Well, I went over. True. Well, I did go overseas.
That's true. That's true too.
Yeah.
More like a golf.
It still counts.
Well, we went a little bit over the Atlantic. I mean, I left in New York, so skimmed the Atlantic a little bit.
Have you been to Florida?
Yeah, but I don't count that.
You go overseas to go to Florida?
Yeah, but that's Florida. We don't count Florida.
Oh, boy. Here we go with the technicalities. No, but glad that you're well rested. Glad that you got to experience the All-Star game, which is what we're going to talk about because we had 3 nationals in the All-Star game. 2 of them, unfortunately, struck out in all of their bats. James Wood, he struck out twice. C.J. Abrams, he struck out once. Foster Griffin was absolutely outstanding. Pitched in 1 inning, got 2 strikeouts. He looked good.
He went 1-2-3 as well.
Also, yeah.
Pretty impressive. I mean, Foster Griffin, I think, was the story. I was saying going into it, I think that was the coolest story. The fact that this guy started his career as a first-round pick in 2014, was in the minors for 6 years, got up to the majors, had to get Tommy John surgery, worked his way back, then had to leave MLB again, ended out in Japan for 3 years, and now he comes to the Nats on a 1-year deal, and he's an all-star. And not only is he an all-star, but he comes in and goes 1-2-3 and strikes out 2 AL all-stars. He was a bright spot for the NL in this game. And James Wood and CJ, they were both happy to be there, even though they had a little bit of struggles.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what it's all about at the end of the day, regardless of what happens in the game, is the fact that you're there, the fact that you're playing against the best of the best. And they certainly did that. And unfortunately, it was another loss to the American League for the National League with that 4-0 victory last night.
Who was right?
But you got a chance to catch up with Foster, didn't you, Alex?
Yes, yeah, we talked. It was surprising they were having guys available during the game. I guess the All-Stars kind of wanted to maybe get out of there once they were done playing. So we did get a chance to talk to Foster Griffin toward the end of the game outside the clubhouse, just about this amazing journey and the success he had on a national stage. All right, Foster, 1-2-3, pretty darn good inning. Tell us what that was like for you out there.
Yeah, unbelievable. I just wanted to, more than anything, go out there, throw strikes, let them swing the bat, let them put the ball in play, and try and get out of there as quick as possible.
There's a lot of Nationals fans out there tweeting, America, meet Foster Griffin, give him the respect he deserves. What does it mean to you to have that support and that you were able to go out there and show America what you can do? I know you already have the season, but what did it mean tonight?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I feel like the fan support has been great, especially from the Nationals all year. I'm super appreciative of that. And tonight, just wanted to go out there and just continue doing what I do. Go out there, like I said, throw strikes, and I was able to do it. Just kind of calm the nerves, slow down, make it work.
And if someone told you a year ago that you'd be standing here with us right now talking about this, what would you have said?
It's crazy, right? It's crazy to see where we're at, looking back just a year ago, but super grateful, super blessed to be where I am.
That was Foster Griffin. We also heard from C.J. Abrams after the game. Here's Jake Rom's conversation with him.
Just want to talk about your performance today. I know it wasn't what you wanted, but just the experience of being out there, being a starter, what do you think?
No, yeah, it was fun. It was electric. Everybody was out there just doing their thing, having fun, and now it's time to go get it at the second half.
Signing the declaration, just the paper coming out, just how cool was that?
Everything they did, that was cool, the way they put it together. I enjoyed it for sure.
Foster Griffin's performance, your teammate went out there, got 2 Ks, 3 up, 3 down. Just what do you think about his performance?
Per usual. He's been doing his thing. Sat 3 in a row, so let's keep it rocking.
You talked about getting back to work in the second half. What do you guys need to do to try to get yourselves into a playoff spot?
Yeah, take it day by day. Keep the vibes up, no matter what happens. Stay together and have each other's back, and good things will happen.
Obviously, you were an all-star starter, but what else do you think you can bring to batting, fielding, whatever it is in the second half of the season?
Just keep getting better. Like I said, take it day by day and continue to get better and progress and win ball games.
So one of the hardest things in baseball is to stay consistent in the second half. We've seen this out of CJ where he has a great first half. We're hoping that continues. He has a great second half. He stays away from Vegas, stays away from casinos, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, as long as he stays away from MGM. But this is a good step for him, just seeing where he's at in terms of his career. If he's able to stay consistent and he's able to keep that same momentum in the second half of the season, because Nationals going to need it.
Yeah.
I think it was really cool just at the game and the whole few days to see kind of like the swagger of CJ Abrams. Like, this is a guy that came in the Juan Soto trade a little bit under the radar, and he's now gotten to the point where he's the NL starting shortstop, and he's a very likable player in the league. So I thought it was super cool. But I know we're going to move on to James Wood, I assume. Check these out in this video. His mom, Paula Thompson, would actually design these cleats where you can see it shows all the roads you have to drive on from Olney, his hometown, which, by the way, no more Rockville. Once again, his family reiterated when I said, are we going with Rockville or Olney? They said Olney, and you see it on the cleats. He's very proud to be from Olney, but the cleats show the path from Olney to Nationals Park, and it was just really cool to see the pride in the DMV from James Wood. And we also talked to both of his sisters about how proud they are of their brother.
All right, we're hanging out with the Wood family after the All-Star game. Kayla and Sydney, James's sisters. We've talked to your parents plenty, but how does it feel to see James continue to have this success?
It feels great. Just really excited for him to get the opportunity for the second year in a row. So just excited to see how he ends the second half of the season and just his continued growth.
Yeah, and it's really cool just to see him out here with players we've watched growing up, and so it's been really awesome to see him out here.
I know all three of you guys played sports in MoCo. Your dad did too. James did, and you know, he's representing the DMV, MoCo, and all that. What's it like just to see how much he represents the city and your family too?
It's been amazing. He has a lot of pride in it. I don't know if you saw his cleats tonight, but he had like a DMV themed cleat, so it means a lot for him and for us to be able to watch him on a daily basis and for him to represent his city the way he does.
Yeah, I don't have much to add, but it's been really cool to catch the Metro and see my brother's face on the train as it's going by, so it's been awesome.
Yeah, so it has been cool. James Wood, again, going to his second straight All-Star game. Not the result that we needed, but, I mean, hopefully he has a good second half. I mean, he's having one heck of a first half so far.
Yeah, and I'll say this. I think he would have had a better game if he was a starter. Think about all these leadoff home runs. Come on. They made him get, baseball's a game of, habit and structure, and they messed with his mojo. So hopefully it doesn't impact him in the second half of the season. I don't think it will this year.
Yeah, hopefully not. Let's move on because I know you want to talk about the All-Star game in general. And CJ Abrams actually said in his soundbite, he said Philly did a lot of cool things. How many times in the sports world do we say that about Philly?
Not often in sports.
But we said it after last night because
Yeah.
what they did was pretty outstanding.
It was so cool. It was really cool. I mean, just the fanfare at the beginning of the game, Jennifer Hudson, Patti LaBelle singing before the game. You know, you had all the fireworks. The Sandlot thing was incredible. They had the Stand Up to Cancer moment, which was really special to see and be a part of. And just the juxtaposition of American history, 250 years, and baseball, and the Philly fanatic, and the fans, and everything. You see it in this picture there. Signed the Declaration. It was just so cool. I thought it was so well done, and maybe some of the best All-Star game in any sport I've seen in terms of that kind of stuff.
I do have to say it's kind of funny to see a picture of a Toronto Blue Jay signing a declaration. I gotta say it's pretty ironic.
That's true.
It's pretty ironic. But I already said the MLB All-Star Game is one of the best All-Star games in the world, or at least in American sports. So just to see it come to Philly and kind of now lean into that American side of baseball, especially in America 250, because we're still celebrating America 250. I feel like the whole month, but yeah, it was great to watch the game, and it was great to see that you guys had fun of it, which was honestly the most important part.
And Teddy won, as you just saw.
Yeah, Teddy did win.
Yeah. We just passed one where we just saw it where Philly Fanatic was hanging out with the Nationals presidents, which you normally wouldn't see in a normal occasion. But that's what this is about. It's about celebrating the sport, but also, as Tiger mentioned, celebrating America 250 as well. So, yeah, the signing of the Declaration of Independence for their lineup card was really cool. Do we know what they're going to do with that, by the way? Is that going to get auctioned off? Does that go to the Hall of Fame? Do we know?
It's probably getting auctioned off.
I heard
I wonder if it's going to the
Nicolas
Hall of
Cage is going to try to steal it because there's a treasure map on the back.
As a knee slapper.
Fun. All right. Well, we got to move on. Coming up on the show, we're going to hear from Danny Rie. He's going to give his thoughts on the Major League All-Star Game. That's coming up next on Game Night. Welcome back into Game Night. Derek Forrest. Earlier today, I caught up with Danny Rie from 106.7 The Fan, and we talked about the Major League All-Star Game. The American League, they come away with the victory 4-0 over the National League, and it was a pitcher's duel in this one on Tuesday night. Here's Danny's thoughts on the Midsummer Classic.
I think this is emblematic of where the game is now, is pitcher stuff is better than it's ever been. You hear stories of legend. I never saw him pitch, but guys like Bob Gibson or, go back to Bob Feller or Walter Johnson 100 years ago, etc. And you'd hear legend, you'd hear tell of these guys, and the game was sort of like, the picture of the mind. Well, now it's routine. Everybody that's trotting out of that bullpen, these are all superstars, pitchers in their own right, has such utterly dominant stuff. And if they're going for an inning at a time, you're going to see that kind of utter dominance. Christopher Sanchez, who's incredible, didn't have a particularly good first inning. A few, service dog ground balls that got through. Next thing you know, there's a few runs on the board, and that's all she wrote. But yeah, the pitching is just so unbelievably nasty, and that was my big takeaway. That's where the game is right now.
Yeah, including Aroldis Chapman. What is he, like 47, and he's still hitting 98, 99 on the gun last night? It's incredible.
It's ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah, along those same lines, we saw a good inning from Foster Griffin. How nice was that to see in the All-Star game?
Really cool, man. I mean, that's you can't make up that story. It sounds too far-fetched. Like when Disney did like Rookie of the Year or whatever the movie was with Dennis Quaid. Hey, it's a neat story. A guy threw an inning out of the bullpen that time for the Rays, who's, my age. This is so beyond that. They would reject this movie script. A guy that was a failed starter, a barely able to make a bullpen for an inning or two in Kansas City forever ago, goes abroad, reinvents himself, a 30-year-old rookie with 10 wins at the All-Star break. If not for one blow-up start, you could take his best and worst, get rid of it like the Russian judge in figure skating, and he's a guy that's basically pitched to a low 2s ERA for months. It's astounding. It's not just a one-time through the league thing where you go, okay, let's see what happens when people see him, people can adjust, people can, kind of time up some of his stuff. The variance in delivery, the different pitches, the locations, the ability to pitch like old school stuff, like guys in the 90s. It's like a Dennis Martinez throwback where everything moves differently. It's incredible. It's awesome. Could not be happier for a great dude.
For you, outside of the exceptions of we've got Summer League tonight, Devonta's probably not playing, and the World Cup, what are you usually doing on a day like today when there's typically no sports?
This is a Netflix catch-up day. This is one of those where you go through the queue and find all the shows that you've heard about, the buzz that people were either tweeting about or your friends or the water cooler. They're telling you, have you seen fill in the blank, etc. So this is a catch-up day for me. And Devonta's not playing in the Summer League, so I'm good with all due respect on a bunch of these young kids. They're fighting for their careers. That's awesome. I've seen what I needed to see in that regard. World Cup is this afternoon. I've got a free evening, so I'll be watching a few Netflix shows. And when they say, do you want to watch the next episode? I hit that little OK button because that's coming.
So that's the perfect transition because have you seen the first episode of Quarterback with Jane Daniels? What were your thoughts so far?
Well, first of all, you're talking to a Netflix star. I am in episode 4 of Quarterback. Now, the star of the show are the quarterbacks. I get that. After them, not saying how far after them, but I'm after them in some way. So that's really cool. And obviously it's a big deal for you to be able to speak to the star of the Netflix's Quarterback show. But yeah, it's this one's painful. Now we got to see it. It's one of those accidents you can't turn away, but we all know the bad is coming. They showed the 1-0 start, kind of a, topsy-turvy, not that sharp game against the Giants. If we kind of go back in the memory banks, you saw the beginning of what happened against Green Bay, the knee, Now we know it all kind of goes downhill from there. VH1 behind the music style, it all comes crashing down. So I need to see the train wreck. I mean, I can't wait. I'm not excited to watch it, honestly, because again, we're reliving this bad year, but there's so many questions. I know a lot of them will never get answered, but I got to see it, man. It's about our guy. It's about our thing.
All right, coming up on the show, the ESPYs were tonight, gentlemen, and we have a local athlete who won one. We're going to have all those details coming up next on Game Night. Welcome back into Game Night. Derek Forrest. We had a local athlete win an ESPY tonight and was actually presented with the ESPY 2 nights ago at the Humanitarian Awards that ESPN holds as well. Khalees Armstrong is a track and field athlete over at Howard, and she's a part of Athletes for Hope, but she won the Billie Jean King Youth Leadership Award, and she's represented organizations like Grassroots Health and Run Your City. And I got a chance to speak with her and asked her what it was like at the Humanitarian Awards and what's her expectations for the ESPYs.
Last night, Sports Humanitarian Awards, it was very, very surreal. That's like the number one word I could use for that. Just because, just being able to be in a room full of people who all like serve the same purpose of helping the community, building the community, and just seeing how it's been done in different ways has been really inspiring, and like it's motivating me to keep going, with my work in community service. Also being able to be there with my mom was very special just because, I'm glad she got to experience such a cool, award show, as well as being able to see me and, you know, just being proud. Like it means a lot for me when I can make her happy. This is like who I do it for since the beginning. I've done community service, since I was young, just because my mom like kept me involved. So it was a great experience overall.
Yeah, why is it so important for you to give back to the community and to give back to the youth?
So number one, like especially with the youth, giving back means a lot just because, the youth, they're looking for guidance, whether that is just like mentorship or, like someone to teach them things that, they wouldn't maybe have the chance to learn like outside of, the nonprofits that I've been involved in. Um, yeah, and just, helping them means a lot to me. So being able to, help kids so they can grow up and, pursue like the careers they want to be in. Cause I know growing up, I had a really great childhood thanks to my family, and I was able to be involved in a lot and like, have that confidence of like I can do anything and like anything that I set my mind to. So I want to be able to give that back to the youth, especially since, that was me when I was younger. Like I wanted to have someone to look up to, and luckily I did. And, one of those people being my mom. And so, just being able to provide that to kids in whatever way that looks has made a lot of impact to me in their lives.
I was gonna ask, growing up, was there something that kind of sparked that? Did you kind of receive that yourself as well to make sure that you also wanted to give back?
Yeah, I would definitely say like I've had a very, blessed and wonderful childhood growing up. Like I had a great education system growing up. So I'm from Dallas, Texas as well. So um had a great educational background. My mom kept me very focused in school while also like I enjoy just being at school and just learning. And then also being active, like I played like all the sports growing up, and ended up, going through a track and field. So in turn, like being able to, see kids in my community back in Dallas, and then just also seeing the community in DC, like the fact that there's an opportunity where kids are seeking, mentorship and like want to be better, and like I want to be able to provide that for them and like make it fun for them and make them feel safe and welcomed.
To receive an award named after Billie Jean King, who meant so much to not just the sport of tennis, but right, she does a lot
Hmm.
of community service work. Even here in the
Yeah.
DMV, she's come back a ton. She's been at the JTTC. I don't know if you've ever been there during your time here. What does that mean? And was she there last night by chance?
So, Billie Jean King was not there last night just because she's getting back from the Wimbledon, but she will be here today. I'll have lunch with her as well as be at the ESPYS with her. Um, Billie Jean King, man, just a sports icon, like there's just so many good things I could say from her. Like she's an inspiration, motivation, like she is a pioneer, for service and building communities and, providing equality across the, field. So just being able to receive an award in honor of her just it means a lot to me because, that's my whole spiel as well, like just giving back. And, someone as impactful as her, it's just like kind of what I was saying earlier, like you can do what you can set your mind to. Like, of course, when I started working with these nonprofits, like getting an SB was not the end goal. The goal was, to make a difference in these communities. Like, I think receiving the SBs is just like that wow factor on top of it that like it's like I guess the symbol of like, yes, I've been able to, make a difference in people's lives and I want to continue doing that. So, just being able to also help athletes make an impact beyond their sport has been great. And, I'm just so grateful and blessed for the opportunity, just from everyone involved. And I'm very thankful for Athletes for Hope for also helping me, you know, help my peers and, student athletes being able to give back to the community and make these connections has been great.
All right, coming up on the show, we're going to talk some soccer. We're now at the World Cup final, and we're going to be talking about our favorite players from the 2026 World Cup coming up next on Game Night. Welcome back into Game Night. Joining me again, Tiger Munn, Alex Flum. We're talking World Cup soccer now, but more importantly, our favorite players from the World Cup. Tiger, you're up first.
So for me, I initially wanted to pick Erling Haaland because I figured one of you two would pick him. So I went with Lamine Yamal, the 18-year-old prodigy, stud, superstar, whatever you want to say. He plays for Barcelona in his club team. I love watching this kid play. He reminds me a lot of a little bit of Neymar, and a little bit of Kyrie Irving if we're getting into the hoops conversation too, just because of his dribbling ability, playmaking, and just excitement and the amount of like aura he has on the field. But right now, yeah, he's going to be a ticket, and I'm probably going to be watching him in the fall too when Barcelona starts up.
I'm going with Cabo Verde's top players, Vozinha, the goalie. Just incredible what they did. They tied Spain, and they forced Argentina into extra time. And where are those two teams now?
The final.
In the final. Yeah. Also, Sidney Lopez Cabral scoring the huge goal to tie Argentina, the equalizer. You see the shot there. And then he jumped in the stands and hugged his family. That was pretty cool, too.
I'm going with Jordan Pickford, the goalkeeper for England, who unfortunately just lost to Argentina earlier today. And I think it was the jinx, because literally I made the pick.
They were winning.
But also in the department, Tiger's like, oh, man, he's really good. And then immediately, like 5 minutes later.
Messi.
So bad.
Go.
But yeah.
He played amazing still.
Yeah, but I'm going to go with Jordan Pickford as mine. So 3 good ones. But
and Erling Haaland.
And Haaland.
We like him.
Honorable mention. All right. Well, that's going to do it for another edition of Game Night for Tiger Munn, Alex Flum. I'm Derek Forrest. Have a good night.